All right, we're back. Shun's finished off his warm pitches. Coach Barrington brings the infield in with runners on second and third, no one out after Concordia has tied the game up. Shun's little brother actually came to McAllister. He's a first year on the team. Haruto is a catcher. So that one's fouled back, strike one. Mizuno comes in with what we'll just say is an elevated ERA. 7.1 innings, giving up 14 earned runs, 9 strikeouts though. This one's a line drive up the middle over the head of Aram. And that's going to bring in 2 runs. Both of those runs will be charged to Stresso though, as they were able to get on base. And now that 2 RBI single. So now Shun just needs to kind of take this as like the start of his inning. Yeah, the first guy got on, but let's just go from here as Haran comes up. He hit a double and scored in the first inning, is Thomas Haran. One 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. We go to 1-1. Shun takes a look at first, then comes set. Off speed. Good job by Munoz getting over and blocking that one right back to the batter's feet, but right in front of him. Didn't roll maybe more than a foot away from him. So pretty textbook job of getting over there, blocking that off-speed pitch back towards home plate. You can't tell. I was a catcher when I played here at McAllister for the most part. Played some outfield as well. But I kind of observed them. That one's a line drive past the diving Ramirez. And Haran's going to hustle into second base. And another double off the bat of Haran. He's now has 2 doubles in this game and allows Concordia to keep threatening. Runners in second and third and no one out. I will remind everyone that it is a 9-inning affair. A lot of runs scored so far, a 5-3 ball game where Concordia has the lead. But being the 9-inning affair, the MIAC does have a 10-run rule after 7. Shun's first pitch to Hankemeyer Howe is a ball. Last at bat, he had a 2 RBI double to score both runs in the first inning. Next pitch also misses, so we go 2-0. Pitch misses in. Hankemeyer Howe gets out of the way. Parrington brought the infield in again, so that allows Haran at second base to get extended lead. Pretty much he can kind of extend it out of the secondary to as far as the shortstop is away from the bag, and that one misses away, and we go bases loaded. It's not the worst walk in the world, because what that does is it sets up the force. Coach Parrington's able to drop the middle infield back to traditional double play depth. Hopefully get a grounder to do that. Corners will stay in, which is Kong and Ramirez at the corners, and then Mizuno pitching. So if it goes to any of them, they're probably going home with the ball, but up the middle, they're going to try and turn the normal double play set second base to first base. That pitch just misses. A little bit of rumbling. Kind of looked like Munoz thought that was a strike. That one is fouled back by Schmansky, who got a single in the first inning. That one just a bit high. Go to a 2-1 count. Next pitch misses up. We go 3-1. Nowhere to put him now. So Shun's got to really concentrate here. Focus in, throw that strike. First year catcher, probably just going to set up, kind of more middle out. Szymanski fouls that one back. So Munoz, he's in the drop knee with his left knee down, but then he also sticks his right leg out, which at times can be tough if his pitch is in the dirt somewhere, but that one's fouled up and goes off the visitor's dugout on the third base side. Excuse me. Tried to move the mic, but couldn't. That's kind of weird. I couldn't really tell if that ball tipped his helmet or maybe just his head movement kind of knocked the helmet off a little bit, but it's kind of unique. But we are going with the full count pitch. Grounder to third. He fires home, and that one's thrown over Munoz's head. An error on Kong. So Szymanski reaches on the fielder's choice, and Concordia crosses another run. See if that one ends up being earned, depending on what happens the rest of the inning. But that was tailor-made. This one is popped up. Center. It is deep enough to score the run. And Haran comes in to score. Hankenmeyer. So we have one down now. So the fly out to center is Dorsey's second fly out to center. That brings up Wolfgram. He did get a run in. This one's hitting the 5.5 hole for a single. They're not going to send him. Cut through to Kong, and Concordia has the official dilly bar inning, which means they've batted around, and Kloster, who led off with a single and scored, is up again for the second time. So the pitching coach for the Scots goes out to talk to Shun. I'll step away for just a sec. All right, we're back. Bases loaded, one down. Pitch is in there to Kloster for a strike. His second at bat of the inning. Looking for a double play here for the Scots as they trail 7-3 here. It's in there for a strike, so Mizuno ahead 0-2. That one's down, fouled off of himself. It's a good pitch. Well, these first couple innings definitely taken a while. We started a little after 5:30, and we're already at 6:18. Sunset, I think, is right around 8 o'clock, just before right now, as that one swung on in the dirt. First base is occupied, so he can't go anywhere. And so a strikeout there is the second out of the inning. Sunset is at 750. You know, with no clouds in the sky, that does give a little more. We do have lights here at McAllister, but they're not high enough on the third base side or in left field. The only lights that are really high enough are the ones out in right and right center because they're off the football field. But we'll see kind of how we're going as we get towards the next hour and a half from now, and we're getting towards that dusk. But 1-0, that pitcher's in the dirt. This one's grounded back up the middle. Yeah, Aram fields it, flips it, and that ends the inning. But 5 runs crossed on 6 hits, 1 error. Diving play by Ramirez. He gets over and touches first for the out. Nice job there. Knutson gets out on that hard grounder down the line where Ramirez was able to dive and make the play and get over and touch the base. So 3U put out there. And that brings up Kjelstrom. Knutson had been 1 for 2, reaching on an error and an RBI double, scoring 2 runs. So now he's 1 for 3 in game number 2 after having a pretty good game number 1. 0-1 now to Kjelstrom, who's had a 2 RBI single and a flat to left so far here in game number 2. Oh, 2 count. Shun delivers in the dirt. Munoz blocks that. And we go to 1-2. This one's a grounder. Ram's over. Kjelstrom's kind of slipped out of the box, but Aram kind of bobbled that one. Would have been a tough play. Wait for the official ruling. Hit. So that will be a hit. Like I said, Kjelstrom kind of fell out of the box. I don't know if he tripped over his feet, over the bat, or just lost his footing. But because that was so far in the hole for Dombalajian, because he bobbled a little bit, it was able to reach on a single there. So 1 down, runner at first, and we'll bring up Thomas Horan, who's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. First pitch misses away. Strike right there. I was looking down at my score sheet, so I don't know what the commotion's about. Off speed. Delayed steal. Munoz had already tried to frame that one up and was down on his knees, so he couldn't get a strong throw to second, but a stolen base there for Kjelstrom. A ball, so we go to 1-2. Runner at second with 1 down. This one's up the middle, gets past Shun, he passes second baseman. They're going to send Kjelstrom. Throws sails the cutoff, Mizuno comes up, tries to throw to second, but easily in is Haran at second base. So Haran will get that RBI single and then advance to second on the throw to home. So that stolen base on that delayed steal is beneficial for the Cobbers as they take an 8-3 lead. Already have 11 hits on the day, or on the game, here in the top of the third with only one down. Hinkenmeyer Howe, 2 RBI double and a walk so far here in game number 2. And he has Haran at second. If that pitch misses away, we go to 1-0. Fly ball down the left field line with the lefty up. The Paulson was playing a little bit more towards center field, so there's no chance for him to get there. Again, I mentioned McAllister does have lights, but the ones kind of on the first base, left field, and third base aren't high enough. So if the ball gets above them, it's kind of hard to see. So we can play into dusk, maybe just after sunset, but imagine with the way this game is pacing so far, it'll be tough to get even through maybe 7 innings as that one breaks in for a strike and we go to a 1-2 count. So we'll have to see how we go for the next hour and a half, see what we can do, maybe speed up the game a little. As that one's tipped off Munoz's glove and we'll stay at 1-2. Next pitch misses up and away. We go to 2-2. Two pitch from Shun. Fouled off the Nigerian house. Pitch misses low and away, and we go full. One down runner at second. We're in an 8-3 ball game, top of the third inning. Shun checks the runner. Off speed hit hard to right center. Guessing that one hits off the fence. Never mind. It is squeezed by Peacock. That one kind of died. I thought that was hit a little harder. He makes a catch on the warning track, and Haran has to scramble back to second base. So good job tracking that ball out there by McCaskey, and the second out of the inning. That brings up Szymanski, who's 1 for 2. Single and reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Next pitch, pretty close, but called the ball. Shun gives a quick check to the runner and delivers. Grounder. The Jeter throw over to first, not quite in time. Ruled a hit, and nice play by Don Blanchian, but as he fields that in the 5.5 hole, he does the Jeter jump, he fires it over, just not a lot of velocity on it because you can't really get behind the ball that much, and Szymanski's able to get to first, beaten out by about a step and a half. First pitch in there, first strike to Dorsey. Flown out to center field both times. And actually, the only Cobber without a hit here in the top of the third. The other 8 guys in the lineup all have hits, so let's hope he continues without a hit. For the sake of pace of the game. Ooh, looked pretty good there as Munoz brought it back, but the frame, I guess, didn't fool the umpire, or maybe it did, and he thought that the frame was too much, but it is go to a 2-1 count. Misses up, we go 3-1. Can't tell if anyone's warming up in the McAllister bullpen, but guessing Shun's going to get the chance to finish this inning, and he fouls. Dorsey fouls out one back. Coach Parrington telling Isaiah to get off the base, and now he does. Runners going in 3-2, fouled. And that's the reason with the lefty up, a grounder to first, Ramirez is going to have a better chance to field it if he's playing off the base rather than holding the runner off and only getting a couple steps off the base and being closer. So he has more range now at first base for the full count where the runner's going to be going whether he's holding him on or not. So that one, again, fouled back off the Italian house. So another full count pitch. Pitch misses away. Well, Dorsey still doesn't have a hit, but he does walk to get to first base. And that keeps the inning going, and they'll bring up Braden Wolfgram, who's 1 for 2.
Third baseman, number 22, Braden Wolfram.
High fly ball to center field. McCaskey's back a few steps under it and makes the catch. So that ends it 1 run on 3 hits. 3 runners left, no errors. We're going to the bottom of the third, 8-3 Cobbers.